right. So I've only got Genie in range here.
All right, hold on. That's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
You need it bigger than that.
All right, hold on.
16 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
From the bursting pustule. I think pustule is a great word, by the way.
It is. It really is.
Excellent
All
word.
right. I'm down to 33 hit points.
It's like one of the best words.
All right, so that was Pain. Now we have Genie with Trieste.
All right. 10, 20, 30. Can I see up the hall? Can I see Victor?
Yeah, from that, as you're squeezing through, you can look up and you see Victor, and he's slowly backing away from something, hollering down for everybody to hurry.
All right. So I'm assuming this line right here is this line. Or is this line...
The two squares are the same. This square is this square.
Oh, okay. So,
Oh, I did have movement then.
Victor is... I am going to use my action to cast...
Can you petrify me?
No.
You don't have
I'm actually
Sanctuary
not
anymore?
Then
I
you
do
wouldn't have blood.
I do have Sanctuary. I'm going to daw. No, I'm going to dash 5 to move up so I can get on this map here.
Okay.
Here. And Victor, you are now sanctuaried. I have 2 level 1 slots left.
And that does what?
They got to make a DC. They got to make a Wisdom saving throw to attack Victor.
Gotcha.
Until he does something
Stupid.
aggressive.
Stupid. The word you're looking for is stupid. We've got Trieste who will dodge. We've got Edmont who can hopefully clear this thing in one run and go.
Let's see. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 40, 50.
I should be in this square. I'm sorry.
55.
That's 60. It's all once you enter that tunnel, it's all
60.
squeezy all the way to the stairs.
70, 80. That's run at a dash. And then key point to Step of the Wind gets me to 80, 90, 100, 110, 120.
That puts you on the other map.
And that puts you on
Puts
this
me on the
road
other
right
map. So bye-bye key
You
point.
start running, and by the time you realize that you've got to the top of the tree, you're just looking down at the canopy, like, what the hell happened there?
That wasn't difficult. That wasn't difficult. What are all these assholes complaining about?
Yeah, I know, right?
I didn't get exploded.
After Edmont, we have Bullshit Monsters followed by Echon.
All right.
I like how they're just called bullshit monsters now. Of course, Bricker did lead with their bullshit monsters, so...
Listen, I told you up front, these guys are... Although, I don't know, you guys are making kind of... Now that you know what they do. So we got to pass a will save before...
Wisdom, yeah, DC 15.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, they cannot attack him.
Bricker, who are you, Destil?
Yeah, I was about to say.
I've got a 12 and a 10, so neither can attack.
Okay, so they can attack my familiar, because when you fail to save for Sanctuary, you can attack a different target in range.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun.
They have to choose a new target.
I have a 10
I have to look, actually.
and a 12.
10 might miss. Hawk has a 13!
All right, so that's... These things get up there and they just lose all of their will to attack Victor. They lash out at the Hawk instead, but...
They also do not get a chance to remake that save for the duration of that Sanctuary. They cannot attack Victor.
So as long as Victor doesn't attack them...
Do something stupid.
Be very still, Victor.
Well, I can. That means they don't get opportunity attack, so I can move
Where are you going to move to?
further in the room so you guys can get through.
Alright, so that was
open.
17 for the monsters. Now we have 16 for Ekon. I don't think I can move up without making more of a jam. Is this square got splashed or not?
No, that square was safe.
But does that make Evie's job harder? Does she have to squeeze past?
No.
Okay, so Ekon can move up to here, and actually, let's get some action economy going.
If you be very still. Do not move, Victor.
So, Evie, Orson, and Trieste, you all gain, I think that's 3 targets. Let me double check. Yes, excellent. You all get 5 more max and current hit points for 8 hours.
Cool.
Orson did not.
And
take
that's
any
the end
blows.
of Ekon's turn. Next up, we have Evie with Victor on deck.
All right. Evie cracks her knuckles. 5, 10. This is squeezy 20.
Yep.
30.
Yep.
Double move. 40.
Mm-hmm.
50.
Yep.
60. Dash. 70. 80. 90.
All right, you are out of splash range in that square.
Still not quite as impressive as what Edmont did, but
No, not quite.
A for effort.
It's hard to outdo a monk.
She's like, I'm good. Come on through.
Is that it for Evie?
That was all of my action economy.
Gotcha. Who's next?
I guess my familiar could move forward.
We've got Victor with Orson on deck.
Don't move, Victor. They can't get past you to eat meat.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Victor is going to he's going to use his action to dodge,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to use his bonus action to carefully study these things and look at how ugly they are and how much they want to kill him.
I mean, they look like all of the bits of human bones that were not piled up outside of the tree, lashed together with these animate red thorn vines that you have become very familiar with in the past weeks. That's all there is to it. Kind of just
All right, then.
built up in this horrible quadrupedal monster.
Human shield, go.
Okay.
After Victor, we've got Orson with Splash on deck. I think Orson should probably dash at this point and eat one of the splashes, because all 3 of us are going to have to.
Well, yeah, everybody down here has got 12 hit points, so they can eat one
Yeah.
or 2.
Well,
Plus the
we're going to
5
have to eat one each. I guess it's the only question is, does Orson want to wait till I go? But I think
I think that
regardless.
you should get here.
What?
We should start from this.
Yeah,
from
Orson
this
should
area.
move here and ready an action to move into my square when I move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And then we've got Pain.
Well, there's nobody to splash on right now.
We've got Genie with Trieste on deck.
All right, Genie is going to move up right behind Victor,
Yep.
and I need DC 15 saving throws from both of these gentlemen. Dex.
That's a 24 and a 15.
Okay.
After
No
that,
fun allowed.
got,
That's a hold on. Pulse. Both Victor and I get back. If you have less than 9, you got 9.
Okay, Trieste moves to here and readies an action to move into Orson's square when Orson moves. Edmont is up with creatures on deck.
Dodge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 gets me there. And yeah, I'm good.
You're dodging?
Yeah, I'm dodging.
Key point to dodge. Okay.
No, not even keep
No,
on
I don't
dodging.
think he
That's
didn't
straight
take
up.
a
You did not take an
take
action.
Yeah, I'm taking my action to dodge.
Who's next?
It's
creatures with Echon on deck.
Yeah, both of these creatures are going to take the opportunity to attack the monk that has made himself a viable target.
You know, I was trying to be a human shield and let everybody catch up, and you just had to go play the hero.
So, Edmont,
He's trying to let as many people as possible engage.
I have a 6 to hit you,
you're not gonna hit me with that.
and I have a 15 to hit you.
That is my AC.
All right.
We need to get you more AC.
So it's
Get me levels then.
12 points of slashing damage,
Owie, there goes my temp HP.
and please make me a strength saving throw.
Don't fail. Do not fail.
Don't fail the strength, just don't fail the con.
That's a fail.
A fail? What'd you get?
A 3.
Oh, yeah, 3 is a fail. All right, so the auto, and you're knocked prone in that square.
Yeah.
So, automatically, no to hit roll, no saving throw. 22 points of slashing damage,
Brother, you lied to me.
and a constitution saving throw, please.
So 22.
22.
Wow. That's a 7.
A 7, so you roll a d4.
4.
So you're incapacitated for 4 rounds.
That was a bad decision.
And you
I
can
told you to stay back.
repeat that Constitution save at the end of each of your turns.
All right, well, then
Okay.
I will end my turn and make that Constitution saving throw.
Oh, listen to this guy. Thinks he's smart.
Wait,
I don't think it's your
that wasn't
turn.
his turn. It was the creature's turns.
Oh, is it his
Yeah,
turn
yeah.
next?
Well, heck you. Me.
Who's next?
So both the creatures have acted?
Both the creatures have acted, yes. One of them
Excellent.
missed,
All
the
right,
other
so
one
back
knocked him
on.
down.
So 5, 15, 25, dash, 35, 45, 55. That's the end of my movement.
And that triggers held actions behind you, yes?
Yep, everybody moves up.
I'll let you handle this.
Yep.
So we're not.
Now, I do have a bonus action. Can I do anything for... Let's see.
I don't think nudging me
Are you
forward
hurt
help.
at all? Are you hurt at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I am missing. You gave me 5 extra. I'm missing 7 hit points.
Go ahead and be healed for 8.
All right, so
healing
I'm
word.
at full then.
That's the end
That'll
of
really
Ekon's
get marked
turn.
on your raid report.
We've got Eevee with Victor on deck.
So, Evie, you're squeezing up the rest of level 2, but when you reach the red line on level 3, you're no longer squeezing.
10, 20, 30. Bonus action to dash. 40, 45, 50.
Okay?
And I'm going to throw a knife at this one.
I'm going to give him partial cover from that position, because you've got to... Oh, no, because you're above him. Or no, you're going up. You're below him. See, I'm going to give him partial cover. So you got to throw a knife around
I got an
Eugenia
8.
and Victor.
I got an 18.
18 will hit.
$18 points of damage.
18 points of damage. And moving or staying put?
I don't see any reason to not just stay here. This is the only spot I can attack from.
Okay.
Got Victor with Orson on deck.
There's no way to drag Edmont behind me, is there?
You could drag
Me.
Edmont.
Yeah. You could bonus action dash to get him down there too. And they can't touch you because they failed their wisdom save.
Yeah.
That's why I was back as a shield for you.
And then you could probably have enough movement to get back in.
Actually,
What is
yeah,
the-
you're right.
I'm going to need to actually do a
It is
reading on the word
sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Yeah, let's make sure this isn't going to void the sanctuary first.
Well, I'm going to make a ruling on it. I'm not going to tell you what the ruling is until you've decided to try it or not.
Must be nice you go read the words.
Let's see here. Okay, so it's actually worded very specifically. You have to make an attack, cast a spell that affects an enemy, or deal damage to another creature. It's very narrow in what's going to break the sanctuary. So no, dragging Edmont away
All
would
right.
not. If it had said something like takes a hostile action, that's much broader, and it would have to be ruled on a case-by-case basis, and you wouldn't know the answer.
Yeah.
Until you got attacked.
Okay, so how much? It could be half movement to drag him, or what?
Yeah, to drag him one space would cost 10 movement, because he's a big boy. He's a big, beefy boy.
So I want to drag him, so it'd be 10, 20, 30, dash would be 40 to get him back there. And then to get myself back would be 45, 50,
Well, it's
50.
an action to grapple him.
Right.
Okay,
you
then
got bonus
bonus
action.
action dash.
And then bonus action dash. Okay.
Yeah. So grapple, pull him back, and then with 60 movement, I can get back to the space. And do some sort of stupid hero pose.
And they're not allowed to use a reaction when you leave their square, leave their threat range.
They have to, if they want to try to attack him, they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, yeah, let's do it. They're not going to do anything else with their reaction. So I've got an 18 on the first wisdom save and a 2 on the second.
All right.
So as soon as you leave this square to get Edmont, who is in this square, this one can attack you.
Attack me or attack Edmont?
Attack you. Because you're the one leaving his threat range.
Even with Sanctuary?
Yeah, he passed the will save.
It overcame the will save.
So that's only a 10 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. The other
Yeah,
one.
sorry, that was my bad. I thought it lasted. I thought you'd only get one save, but it doesn't do that. That's just my bad.
Oh, so every turn they get a save?
Every time they want to
charge-
attack you.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
time
I
they
thought it was
attack.
just a one and done if they fail, but.
Oh, well, then why the hell am I standing here being shield? That's not I'm gonna do that.
You're still like.
We had to trick Victor into being heroic.
That was my bad. I was probably thinking of a different spell.
So you're able to grab Edmont, avoid the lash from this one, and then drag him back, and then you want to take position up at the top of the stairs again?
Not if
Yeah,
they can make a
there's
save to
nowhere
attack
else.
me.
There's nowhere else for you to go now, Victor. Ha ha!
Well, he could disengage and move past them.
He doesn't.
No, he can't. He used his bonus action.
Not this turn.
I got a couple movement left, but
So you're staying at the top of the stairs? That's it?
yeah, and Victor will turn the genie and say, "Keep me alive."
All right, who's next?
Okay, we've got Orson, who I think at this point should just do the same dash because he'll be out of here in 2 turns too, right?
Yep.
5,
And Trieste moves up.
15, 25, 35, 45, and yeah, he'll clear it after me.
Okay.
And then we have Pain.
All right. I got 2 people in the splash zone here. Dexterity saving throws from Orson and Ekon. You have both advantage and disadvantage on the roll, so it cancels out.
I get a 14.
And what did Orson get?
His dex is +2. I will roll this. That's a 21.
Okay, so both of you passed. It's going to be 19 points of necrotic damage, which you can cut in half for passing the save.
8.
That's
You got
a
it.
lot of damage. Holy crap.
That was a big numbers on the roll.
That was 19.
so
Half
got-
of that is 9, so
Yep.
3.
Got Genie with Trieste on deck.
Genie, fix it.
Man. How much HP do you have, Victor?
I'm only missing 1 real hit point.
Okay, well, you're doing a lot better than I am. I'm missing 20 real hit points. So even in this situation, you're still probably the best person to stand up front. Let's see. Is Sanctuary concentration?
No, it's not. That's one
It
of the.
is
It's a bonus
not.
action and not concentration, so it's actually pretty good.
I need to step away for 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get these two in the way they're standing. I would get Victor as well if I tried to fairy fire them.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, I
not
was gonna move in the room to try and get them to chase me, but now everybody's in a line, so it's kind of like we need to stay.
When everybody gets in, we're gonna have to go in and like
Yeah,
just do our best to
kill them quickly.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
You're fine.
I thought, I was like, oh, this is going to work, but I was expecting, oh, right, I roll like garbage.
You have to understand that that situation worked out exactly the way it should have.
We all have been rolling like garbage this campaign. Like I've been monitoring Destil's roll in particular ever since that one session where he rolled like nothing over a 3, and he's rolled consistently under 5 on absolutely everything he's done except for 120.
It's our rolls are trash. But no, if you're going to be the hero and you're going to rush forward into a pack of monsters, the only thing that can happen is you get smacked down. It's just not
I
funny.
just was not expecting to fail like all 3 Constitution saves or whatever in one go. Like,
So Trieste has 23 hit points, 12 temp HP, and 5 extra bonus max HP, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's just she might die going through here if she doesn't have all that shit, so I want to make sure we were all on the same page.
All right, my apologies. Who's next?
Oh, where
It's,
were we?
it's
I
still
lost track.
Genie.
Genie?
It's Genie, okay. It's Genie with Trieste on deck.
yeah, Jeannie was considering her options.
Okay. I am going to I think it's best to try and weaken one of them, so I'm going to... 11 doesn't hit.
11 does not hit.
Okay. All right. Everybody in the conga line. You have less than 5 temp hit points. You have 5 temp hit points. 'Cause I
Hey.
rolled a 1.
Then moving or staying put?
Trieste, who's going to dodge, and then Edmont.
Let me see. There's 4 of us up here. I think it might actually be time to...
Edmont makes his a save to try and
Well, wait,
not
is,
be
is Genie moving?
incapacitated.
No.
No, you're staying put. Okay.
We'll do one more. I think one more round.
Trieste dodges, and then Edmont does nothing,
Rolled
and
with
then gets
18 on his Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so you are no longer incapacitated.
Yay!
You do have your movement before that, so you can stand up.
Do I? Because
No,
it said
that's-
end of
that's the
turn.
end. That's-
Incapacitated does not remove movement or bonus action.
No, but he doesn't
or
get to make the
speaking or
save
being
until
aware.
the end of his turn.
Yeah,
So
But you can stand up first.
But
the same-
incapacitated
No, I
doesn't
can't.
remove movement.
I can't because
yeah, making the
It's the
save
end of
ends
turn.
the turn.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
If he had made the save at the start of his turn,
Right, but he doesn't lose his movement for being incapacitated.
correct, but he makes the save at the end of his turn.
He ended his turn, is what he did.
You end your turn, then you make the save.
Yeah, he ended his
yeah.
turn.
There's nothing else I can do.
So, at the point
There's
where
2 people in front of us, and Evie looks back and says, "Don't worry, I'll protect you."
good.
Okay,
So who's next?
we've got creatures with Echon on deck.
All right, so let's make some more wisdom saves. They're not very good at these. I have a 9 and a 10.
They can both choose to attack my familiar with those attacks.
Oh, that sounds good to me. I have a 10 to hit and a 15 to hit.
15 gets it.
Okay.
Probably has 10 hit points though, so it might not die.
Well,
Yeah,
this-
you gotta do 12.
Gotta do 13 points of damage.
15 points of slashing damage.
Oh, yeah.
To the familiar.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Who's got the counter?
Nobody.
Okay. We failed as a group.
I should just put
is
a
that it
counter
for the
on
creatures?
screen. Yeah, I don't see any reason to move them from here. This is a pretty good spot
Got
for them.
Ekon with Evie on deck, so I've got 10, 20, 30, dash, 40, 50, 60. I can see Edmont from here, right?
Yes.
Alright, let's see. So I've got... Can I see Genie from here?
Probably bits and pieces of her. Like,
Okay.
depending on how
Second or two.
erratically Evie is moving.
That's an action. Okay,
think-
let's
think
go
that-
ahead.
Question for how
let's-
erratically is Genie moving?
Let's hit Edmont with a 3rd level healing word.
Mm-hmm.
Edmont, please be enjoying. 14 healing.
Pretty good.
That's the end of Ekon's turn. We've got Evie with Victor on deck.
I'm gonna burn this whole tree to the ground. You hear Genie whisper.
You know, I told you to fireball.
Victor, you're not attacking, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark this one, and then I'm going to throw a dagger at it.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit.
You only got 7. I think it's 7 more rounds of this.
21 will hit.
7 more rounds of Victor being the shield.
I do 24 points of damage.
Okay. Very good. Then what happens?
Give me advantage.
I already used my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
My familiar can give you advantage.
Your familiar will die.
Yeah, that's true. But if I feel like letting these things use a turn to kill my familiar.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is they're not using a turn to kill the familiar. They're using
Yeah.
a turn to kill Victor, and then Victor's not being able to be hit, and then they're just killing the familiar as an afterthought.
Yeah, I think we'll hold off on that.
Yeah, before you sacrifice a familiar, remember there's this other giant black squirrel over here that we have to get to. So
Yeah.
Victor with Orson on deck.
Victor is going to dodge
Sure.
and tell the people behind him to kill these things quicker.
I'm working on it.
Orson, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
And you can hear Trieste, and to her credit, her voice isn't shaky, but you can tell she's getting a little nervous. Is it clear for me to go yet?
Yeah, but you're probably not going to be fast enough to not get burnt. I mean, we've smothered her in buffs, but she should know the truth.
Oh, yeah. But this is the first time since she's
Trieste.
been in the tree where she hasn't been able to see
10,
any of the rest of you.
5, 20, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55 gets her to there.
Okay.
I've got Edmont with creatures on deck.
Edmont is no longer incapacitated.
Yay! Have my movement to stand up.
Want to try again?
We going for round 2?
Try again for silver.
You also have that you have that optional class feature where you can just heal yourself for key points.
Is that a thing I have? Because it's not in the player's handbook, which is what I was
It's a
using to build my
Tasha's.
player.
It's one of the optional things. You can use 2 key points to roll a martial arts die. And
Is
gain-
that in lieu of another class?
Let me ask
feature?
this. Is that currently on your character sheet, Edmund?
It is not.
Okay, then you don't have it, but you might want to research it for next session.
Ugh.
Let's simplify that for right now.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not trying to bank it. It's just I'm like.
Do you
come
still
on
have your
now.
bow?
I do. And I'm gonna
Shoot her!
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm going to give this one 3/4 cover from your position because you got to fire. You got to look for a very narrow opening between your 3 companions.
15 to hit.
A 15 will not hit. You shoot for what you think is an opening, but you have to adjust at the last second so you miss Victor's leg. You put the arrow right into the floor at his feet.
It goes
Sure
between
thing.
Evie's legs, then between Jeannie's legs, and then you try to go through Victor's legs, but it doesn't work.
Edmund's like, be shorter, all of you. God.
No, we are all tall. We are all tall. Even the girls are like 5'7".
Moving or staying put?
Is that it? Is that everything? Is that it all? Okay. I'm good here.
Okay. Who's
Yeah,
next?
we've got creatures with Echon on deck.
All right, let's make some more wisdom saves. So I don't have a familiar within reach this turn. But I've got a 10 and a 4 on the wisdom save.
That was a really good use of that spell, Jeannie.
Yes, they're not allowed to
Really,
attack.
really
Can't
good.
advance, and technically Genie's in range, but there's a wall in between the two, so it can't reach her. All right, so who's next?
Okay. We've got Echon. So 10, 20 gets me to there. 30. Do I have even the slightest bit of line of sight on this one?
I'm gonna give it 3/4 cover.
That's fine. Sacred Flame doesn't give a fuck. Give me a DC 15 saving throw.
That's a dex save.
Yeah.
It's a 16.
Okay. That's my turn. Bonus action. Do I have anything to do?
Unless you can pull Orson forward.
I mean, it doesn't actually help because he's not like. There's enough of a logjam that doesn't help. But yeah, let's go ahead and give this one a DC 15 strength save.
It's a 15 on the nose.
Okay, that's it.
This encounter
Got,
is just going as silly as I expected it to.
Evie with Victor on deck.
Actually, it's going sillier because I was not expecting this sanctuary. to happen.
Sanctuary.
So it's Evie.
Yep.
Gonna throw another knife at this one.
All right. We almost got him bloodied. Almost.
And you know what? I'm gonna use steady aim to give myself advantage.
Okay. So you're not allowed to move this turn, but you have advantage on the roll.
But it's a good thing I did because I rolled a 5.
Okay.
And this one's a 19.
19 will
So,
hit.
yep. Well, I rolled a 19 and it's a 26 to hit.
Oh, 26 will also hit.
Yep. And I still have Hunter's mark up, so he takes 19 points of damage.
All right. And it is bloodied. And then who's next?
We've got Victor with Orson on deck.
Edmund, can you run and get me a cup of coffee? This might take a while. And he's gonna dodge.
Does Edmund carry a coffee press around with him? Cappuccino machine?
Alex did.
Actually, he's gonna tell Edmund to draw a sketch.
Yeah, Alex did. That's weird. Who's next?
We've got Orson with Pain on deck. So Orson can make it to here, but I doubt he can do anything effective.
So he's joining the log jam.
Yeah, so he's just going to dodge.
And then have
Pain.
Trieste give me a dexterity saving throw.
Her dexterity, if you'll make the dice, I will look. It is...
Probably +2.
Yeah, it's +2.
So that would be a 21.
All right, so 15 points of necrotic damage, which she can cut in half for having passed the save.
Didn't even get through her temp hit points.
Just
Yeah, she's fine.
One of the pustules explodes.
So that is...
That's probably the end of the pustules, I believe.
Yeah, should be. So now we have Genie with Trieste on deck.
Looks like you guys are waiting in line to, like, go through
Commit
the
violence.
gates.
This is the waiting line for violence. I need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw from both of these monsters, please.
Both of them. I have a 22 and a 23.
Things are dexterous.
Dex and Con are their good saves.
Let me see. Okay, everybody within 10 feet of me, I'll let you apply it yourself.
Both of the monsters are within 10 feet.
Excluding the monsters. If you have less than 11 temp hit points, that's finally a good roll. You have 11 temp hit points.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
No.
Trieste dashes to there. So I'm just going to, for sake of simplicity, put her there, because
fine.
that's where she is.
All right, everybody's on level 3 now.
We've got Edmont with creatures on deck.
Oh. So, not doing that again, but actually, you know what? Glances at Flaw.
Oh no.
2-point dodge. Let's try this again.
Okay.
Well, one of them's bloodied now, so...
Yeah, totally start punching them. Yep, a billion movement.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and which one was bloodied? This one, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause that one's been in line of sight of the stairway this whole
He's
time.
staring down the whole conga line.
That's a nat one. Extra attack.
Okay.
How about a 14?
A 14 will hit.
Let's see. 4 points bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Oh.
That's the last of my key points. I have a 12 to hit,
12 does not hit.
15 to hit.
15 will hit. Attacking the same one.
Yep.
Okay.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. That's all right. It's good at con saves. No, it's not. It's 10.
It's stunned until the end of my next turn.
He is stunned.
Which one's
Nice
done?
turnaround.
The one at the end of the bloodied one.
Got creatures with Echon on deck.
Well, my creature is stunned, so he's not doing anything. The other one's going to attack Edmont.
I'm sure he is. He's rolling a disadvantage, by the way.
That's right, because you're dodging on top of everything else. So it turns that 23 into a 12.
That's gonna miss.
All right, so he lashes out. You definitely step aside. You're not having any more of this monster's crap.
Yeah.
I've had maximum crap from you, monster. He's going to leave Victor's threat range and circle around Edmont.
Oh, is he gonna leave my threat range?
He is.
So the other one's stunned, right? Can't do anything?
Correct.
Correct?
Then as he leaves my threat range, I'm gonna say hello.
That's going to end your sanctuary spell.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I think it's time.
Yeah, I agree.
I think now's a good time to do it.
It did the work.
I don't know. The last time I attacked, a reaction was. I don't have advantage, unfortunately, do I?
No.
No,
but
it's adjacent
but
to a
I
friend.
am. But yeah, he is adjacent to an ally, so
So does a 20 hit?
20 does hit.
please enjoy your sneak attack.
Make it count.
Is my fire dagger still in? Yeah, look at those rolls.
Probably.
It probably isn't, and you also don't have a bonus action to use right now.
Yeah, that's fine. That's 12 points of psionic damage then.
All right.
Freaking 2 1s and a 2. What is that?
So circling around Edmont to try to make sure Edmont can't get any deeper in the room. Although he's a monk and he can just disengage and then dash 400 yards.
Yeah.
Other creatures stunned until
Yep.
Edmont's next turn, correct?
End of it. Yep.
Gotcha. Who's next?
Ekon, 30 will get me to there because this isn't squeezing anymore, right?
No, but you have to leave this threat range to do so.
He's stunned.
Stunned.
He's stunned, yeah.
So go ahead and enjoy 3 scorching rays with advantage.
Against...
The one that's stunned.
Oh,
So I
okay.
won't get advantage rolls.
Yeah, I don't think this one's going to survive much longer.
So that'll be a 23 on the first,
Mm-hmm.
a 12 on the second, and another 23.
12's going to miss. The other 2 will hit.
Yep. It's 46 fire.
How many extra spell slots do you have in a day now?
I have... Let's not talk about that. That's 18 fire damage.
And yeah, this one's on its last legs and it's stunned.
Let's see, as a bonus action, I've already cast a leveled spell, so let's go ahead and I need a DC 15 strength save off of it.
It's going to be a 17.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, who's next?
Evie with Victor on deck.
Evie, fix it.
I'm gonna try to finish this one off.
Won't take much.
13. I have 13 spell slots with all the spell recovery stuff I have. One of those is your fault.
I know. Sometimes you just need an extra fireball, and I can't do it.
That might hit. No, that's one stunned, so I get advantage. But that does a 15 hit?
15 does hit.
I'll roll again in case I crit. Why not?
Yep.
It's actually an extra 3rd level healing word.
Yeah, but no, I still hit him.
Okay.
$24.
And that's enough. This one is stunned and dead.
Yay!
That's the best status ailment.
Bonus action. Give Vector advantage to hit this one. Or... Yeah, you're next, Victor.
Yep.
Yep, Victor with Orson.
Victor, this one's
Yeah,
not
advantage.
blooded yet. You got your work cut out for you.
That's okay. We'll see if I can crit it.
You crit
So,
on a 19, and
since... What's that?
you crit on a 19, and if it under a 10, it becomes a 10.
All right. It's gonna move
Hashtag Dark Bless.
into the room so that everybody can get through. We are going to bonus action move that Hunter's Mark. I'm assuming it's been less than an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Switch Hunter's Mark, and then we are going to fling that. Oh, actually, instead of Hunter's Mark, we're going to do fire damage.
So switch the dagger to fire.
Yeah. Fire seems to work.
Well,
It's only working.
Everything seems to work when you... The first turn that you switch it.
Oh, there's a natural 20.
Wave goodbye.
Are you going to be able to kill this monster without bloodying it first?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. You got to hold on. How many? Remember, you got to roll all the dice at once.
Or it doesn't count?
That's
Treble's going to
Treble's-
get really mad.
That's
Treble gets
listen,
really mad.
when you're a rogue, you have to listen. You roll all of the sneak attack dice.
That's what being a rogue is all about.
So that would be 30. Double that would be 60. Plus my bonus damage would be 63.
You double all of the damage, so
Yeah.
it'd be 30 plus your.
It would be 66.
66. Well, it's bloodied. You got that going for you. But it's not dead. And like the flames, the supernatural flames that lick up out of your knife. I mean, they're very satisfying. Don't get me wrong. But you got to do better than that if you want to beat Nat's high score. You have a goal to work for now, though, so that's nice.
Give me more sneak attack dice.
Moving or staying put?
He's going to stay put.
Okay, who's next?
Means give him more levels.
Orson with pain on deck.
There's no more pain. Everybody's through the pain gauntlet.
So this is still 10. This is the end of the difficult, right?
Yes.
15, 20, 25, 30. I think Orson can dash to here. It seems reasonable, right?
Okay.
Yep.
After Orson, we've got Genie. Oh, we've got Pain, which is gone. We've got Genie with Trieste.
step and does a 20 hit.
20 does hit.
All right, let me grab my fire dice here. Boop. Pleased to be enjoying 13 fire damage. And if you have less than 10 hit points, you have 10 hit points.
Okay.
Thank you.
This thing is on its last legs.
Edmont with creature on deck.
Edmont, can you be the
See if I
guy?
Can I be the guy? I don't know with how mixed my rolls have been lately. We'll see.
I believe in you. I believe in you more than anybody I've ever believed in my
I
life.
would not undervalue how much work those stuns did.
Yeah.
I believe in you an average amount.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Looking at, ooh, I rolled more than minimum damage. That's 8 points bludgeoning damage.
And that's enough.
Okay.
You bring down your fists onto the thing and you crack one of the bones, making up where its neckline would be, and the whole thing just crumples to the ground. And Trieste comes huffing and puffing up the stairs with her gun drawn, pointed out in front of her.
You just need a wedge in the door.
Okay, so let's not do that ever again. Everyone okay?
Yeah.
Is anyone
More or less.
particularly hurt?
No, Victor's only missing 1 hit point.
Edmont's also hurt.
Freaking hate you, Victor. I know it's my fault he didn't get hurt, but I still resent you.
So the room narrows at the southern end and it turns a corner and goes into a not squeezy tunnel, but still kind of narrow. You would not be able to go two abreast in this tunnel for sure.
Can we take a few minutes to rest before we advance?
I don't know what a few minutes gets you.
An hour?
Nada.
If you want to take 10 minutes, I have a healing spell, but other than that...
I think that's worth the time.
I mean, how many people are hurt?
I've got
I'm hurt.
33 out of 50.
That's 2.
I was hurt, but Ekon has put me back at full.
Victor's... So we have 2 people who are hurt? Because I've got Prayer of Healing, but that hits like 6 people.
Right. I mean, I'm fine. I've still got 44 hit points with the tempage point. Like, I'm fine hit point wise.
Yeah,
I
and I
just
don't
was
want
more
to...
concerned with if we take a short rest, Edmont gets all his key points back.
Yeah, I did burn through all my key points in that. Actually, no, not all except for one.
I mean, if you guys want to bunker down here for an hour, I don't mind.
Do you want to risk the short rest in this room with dangerous, unknown territory ahead?
And green veins on the
Do
ground.
we
We're
want?
not gonna run back through the splash room to get someplace we're a little bit more
Do we
familiar
want to?
with.
Do we actually want to?
Clear out this floor and then take a rest?
Yeah, I think we should
Sure.
do that.
Here, let me get up front because I'm still pretty much...
The tunnel goes forward, and you see that it splits off to the right-hand wall into an alcove. Looking down the alcove, the wall and floor are lined with bark. You don't
Bark is
see
bad.
any vines poking out, but amongst the end of the tunnel, you see just a pile of objects. Discarded weapons, pieces of armor, rotted food, mostly intact pieces of clothing, and a few other
Evie, look, treasure.
knickknacks and glints of metal, just kind of discarded at the end of the alcove.
stop Victor real quick and let's telekinesis over one of the weapons.
Yeah. You know that the vines are going to come through the bark.
Let me switch
Seems
switch places
likely.
with me, Victor. The reason is I have identify.
So you're just pulling one of the objects out of the pile?
Yeah, just some weapon that weighs less than 10 pounds. I'll just telekinesis over to my hand.
Yeah, you find a small, just one-handed warhammer in a pile, and you wrench it free and pull it over, and it's of average make.
Not magical.
No, you don't see any magic glowing from the alcove.
Victor confidently asserts that that's a trap, and if you go down there, vines are going to shoot out of the sides and kill you.
Yeah, doesn't look like there's anything actual valuable in it. We can take a closer look on the way back down, I think.
I mean, it would take a few minutes to root through the pile to actually inventory everything that's there.
But like, there's no obvious magic coming from the pile.
No, there's not.
I'll just drop the hammer into this square then.
Okay.
and keep going. I've also recast light on my shields on the front.
And then there's a second alcove before things open up. Same deal, except you do get a radiation of magic from this alcove.
Does Mage Hand move magical objects?
Why wouldn't it?
Some things are weird about it. Yeah, it's just an object. Sure. Can I pick out the object, like by pointing a light down there?
So you shine the light. It's a very small object and it's buried. So it would take. You could probably do this with your mage hand from where you're standing, moving the rest of it aside.
Yep. Let's go ahead and clear it off and pull it over.
Okay. And when you pull it back, it is a small ring. It's made of brass or some other sort of base metal. And it's got a fairly large place where a gem would sit. However, instead of a gem, it's placed with a glass eyeball.
And that's a genie.
Yes, I will. If you don't mind waiting 10 minutes, I'll identify
let's
it.
finish the floor and then take a look, I think.
Okay.
We'll take an hour and 10-minute rest.
So looking through the next tunnel, it's a relatively large room with big gobs of the glowing pustules in the floor. So Echon, are you going to go stand next to the glowing pustule, knowing what you now know?
Yeah.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
He did ask.
That's fair.
Yeah, Burger did ask.
It's 9, I think? 8.
19 points of necrotic damage as you approach the pustule and it blows up in your face.
What did we learn?
Yeah, obviously. Okay. If I would have hugged the wall, would I have been safe?
As long as you stick
How
the
big-
wall, you're not... Yeah.
Okay.
And coming around the other side, you see a very sharp decline, a slope that goes downward into a central hole that descends and descends
That's a butthole.
and descends.
Yeah, I think we head back to that first room and rest up here before we go down the hole.
That's
There is no way to walk down this hole. It is this slope just ends at the steep drop. If anything, there's a bit of a lip on the top. You'll have to climb or float or just jump in and see what happens.
Are we in somebody's mouth?
Hope not.
You all remember this part of the Great Deku Tree, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is there a pool under there?
He's got to hope there's a spider web down there, man.
Yeah, is there a spider web and a pool beneath it?
So you're going to take... you're going to risk a short rest in this room?
Yeah.
I think that's the most sensible thing. Do we want to cast the Identify spell first?
Yeah,
Might
let
be
me
worth
identify.
it.
Let me take 10 minutes to cast identify.
Okay.
Again, I do have a big heal that takes 10 minutes to cast, but I feel like I don't want to use that for just 2 people.
Yeah, don't save
Fair
it.
enough.
I've got
Okay.
1 hit die left, and I'll
Okay.
use that. And...
Yeah.
I have none hit die though.
But you'll
How
have
bad
your...
are you on hit points?
After the short rest, I can throw a.
Yeah, we can
I'll
also
get-
we'll get some slots back after the short rests.
Okay. So we're going to cast Identify after the rest?
First.
First.
10 minutes for that.
It is a ring. It requires attunement. It is a ring of X-ray vision, as per the DMG.
Okay.
So you wear the ring. You use an action to speak the command word, which you learn as part of the Identify spell. When you do so, you can see into and through solid matter for 1 minute. It's a radius of 30 feet, and to you, solid objects within that radius appear transparent and don't prevent light from passing through them. Vision can penetrate 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or up to 3 feet of wood or dirt. Thicker substances block the vision, or a thin layer of lead.
All right. I'll just.
EV orcs, the Victor is not allowed to use that ring.
Whenever
likes
you
the ring.
use the ring, before taking a long rest, you must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or gain a level of exhaustion.
Is that using it like using the ring after using it, so using it a second time or using it the first time?
So you can use it once, and if you attempt to use it again before finishing a long rest, you
Alright.
risk exhaustion.
Yep. All right.
During the 10 minutes, I'll also cast the Summon Familiar Ritual and get my familiar back, so you can keep racking up your score.
So the short rest is uneventful. So
Yay!
if somebody wants to attune to that ring right now, you can. And I am going to
I can.
staring down into the depths of the butthole of the tree dungeon. And I'm going to go ahead and make a straw poll and go dark while I add up your experience points.
41. Yeah, I have no problem with somebody else attuning to this ring. I don't really want it at the moment.
I can.
Who wants it besides Victor?
Victor can't have it.
Victor can't have it.
Why not?
Because you'll use it to. We don't trust you. We grew up with Victor. We know Victor.
It'll make finding treasure so much easier.
Yeah, that's what we're afraid of.
And okay.
No, you can have it, Edmont. Victor can't. Unless you guys want to arm wrestle for it.
That won't work. That won't go well.
Alright, so we give it to Edmont.
Yeah, we could just decide later, like, who gets it permanently. But for right now, Edmont's fine with it.
Okay, so after the short rest, I get my house slot back, so Edmont, go ahead and get 7 hit points back.
Thank
Plus
you.
9. Plus
Thank
9
you
more
very
from me.
much.
So,
Okay. That actually puts me back up to full then.
Yep.
That's all I needed.
and I've got 41 out of 50, and then none of us have... And my turret's gone. I've got 2... I'll have 2... I have 2 level 1 slots left. One of those is a turret. So it means
Yep.
I'll essentially have 1 level slot left plus my cantrips. I'm almost
Got
tapped.
2 level 1s, a level 2, and 2 level 3s. So
Yeah, I know. Like, So I played Gus, and he's a 1/3 caster, basically, and now I'm playing a half caster, and like I was going to play the bard because I was like, no, I want to play a full caster, and I'm like, then I talked myself into the artificer, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting here, I'm having full caster envy right now.
Okay,
I
so
mean, look, one of the
what's we
slots is
getting?
one you gave me. Like, you don't have
Yeah,
to
who's
feel
the
too
most
bad.
creative today?
Oh yeah,
I think Genie's Sanctuary did a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
all right. Who's the badass? That is. That's
Victor?
Victor for standing
Yeah.
there. Like when he realized that, oh no, this doesn't make me immune to them, but I'm still going to keep standing here. We're being tricked into being heroic.
Who furthered the party's goals the most today?
Um,
Not a very goal-heavy session.
I mean, I was going to nominate myself for that, for finding the opening, if somebody else wants to take the other one.
that is Edmont for stunning strike. Our goals were to
For
not die.
badass? Yeah.
No, for
Oh,
party
for
I mean, you
goals.
could move that to badass, and then Victor can
Yeah, Victor can
do
get the
party goals for that.
party
Yeah.
goals for finding the entrance. Yep.
Uh,
And then intangibles. Who's intangible today?
I want to give that one to to Edmont as well.
Oh,
I really
what
do.
for?
That's fine. Edmont's like furthest behind in terms of XP and stuff, isn't he?
Also, but like for running forward,
Yeah.
we're just like, hey, we have this
Back down.
perfect defensive wall. Let me run past it.
Well, I think he's
and
going to
get-
claim that as his flaw.
I know, but he can still get that for,
Yeah, that's fine.
and then doing it again.
I think the intangible part was he ran through and then immediately got smacked down and had to be
Catch
pulled
your-
back.
Got your face pushed in there a little bit. That happens.
All right. So the monster is called a Lich Hound from the Tome of Beasts, and I modified it by I reduced its hit points by 20. I figured that works out to about like two attacks.
Yeah.
I took away its damage resistances, and I took away it has a howl like fear effect. So I took that away, But yeah, get this. Gut Rip. As a bonus action, the Lich Hound tears into any adjacent prone creature, inflicting 3d12 slashing damage. The target succeeds on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or be incapacitated for a d4 rounds.
What was that one Toa Beast monster you used in the last campaign that was just like complete nonsense bonkers?
Just insta-gib nodal.
I've used a bunch of them. What are you talking about? This book is great.
The one on it had like what, like 6d12 on a like claw attack or whatever it was.
That's
oh
right.
yeah. I'm assuming that was a misprint. I don't remember what monster it was now though.
The misprint
I've
that you still used.
I've been assuming the Remser math damage is a misprint for 40 years, and I've always been proved wrong.
Rems or math.
Not even joking. That literally.
Rems or math.
Yep.
All right, so for
10d10 for touching it.
For defeating 5 of these modified Lich Hounds, which I turned into Sharp Vine Hounds, I guess. 786 experience for everyone. 786.
Trieste gonna ever level up?
No, she's an NPC with no class levels. But
We already have our sidekick.
She's still gonna leech on your experience when you take her on adventures, though. All right, let me open up my blip sheet here. You guys will never know this, but I actually modified my spreadsheet a little bit to be a little easier for me to use, which is nice. All right, who wants to make a case first?
I can go.
Jeannie, what you got?
I've got my alignment. When in doubt, go with your gut for just trying to back up. Let me blast the tree with firebolt. It's tree fire, right? I know everything's wet, but magic fire. My ideal practice solutions to impractical problems for it could for creative use of spells like okay, I will we've got Victor's being grabbed and we need to burn away these skulls / vines. One application of a spell, both problems solved.
So you're taking a blip for pouring acid on Victor.
You didn't take any acid damage, not a single point.
Thanks to Orson.
And I told Orson to do it. It was part of the plan. My flaw, don't worry about it. It was just a setback for. Oh goodness, I had this and I just lost it. For the guy that was being in torturous pain. So it's like I can get you out of there, but you might kill it. But don't worry about it because even if it kills you, you're better off than you were before. And then the video.
All right. And who's next?
I can go.
Echon.
I have my flaw. I'm sure there has to be something good in the just over that next hill for moving to the room with pustules and getting splashed, thinking this has to be like, a better part of the dungeon than the last part we were in.
Was it?
Obviously, this part is not going to also splash us. We've walked over all these little ones on the floor that haven't.
I described the rest of it as being glowing cracks in the floor. This one was...
Yeah. No, yeah. Again, I thought it would be... I thought things were getting better. And then I've got my alignment. Lawful good, the shining words of air, lay down a path for us all for trying to save the tree blight knight.
Okay.
And I've got one for initiative.
All right. And who's next?
Victor will go.
I heard Victor first, and then Edmont.
So for alignment, ends justify the means. That would be acting as a human shield to try and keep the party safe while they caught up.
I feel like that goes against all of Victor's basic instincts.
Well, we had to trick him into it.
Victor, your magical go.
It's worth pointing out that Victor only got into that situation because he thought the threat was behind him now.
Exactly.
Which I thought was hilarious. That went exactly like I thought it was going to, more or less. What else?
So for ideal, seek the truth no matter the cost. That was going up to hammer nails and rope into the tree so they could get down into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flaw of knowledge over people ordering Ekon and Eugenia to use fire to blast away the skulls, knowing fully well the tree would probably attack them when they started doing that.
But it didn't. It attacked you when you started
I
doing
know.
What does Edmont have for me?
I have my alignment, lawful neutral, take everything you can, give nothing back, for taking the ring of X-ray vision.
So did you attune to that over the short rest?
Oh yes, I did.
It's cursed. Haha.
Haha, nerd. I have my ideals, life is my canvas, and I'll make my mark on it for, okay, these guys are bashing their head against this one side. There's this whole other side of this tree we haven't looked around. I'm gonna take my cousin and we're gonna go take a look.
Okay.
And I have my flaw, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on you. For running for getting owned, getting back up, and then going back in to get owned again.
Now, how often are you going to use that ring to look at people's butts?
Spoiler alert.
That's the only thing I'm going to use it for.
This is why we said Victor couldn't have it.
Evie, what do you got?
Alignment. You mess with my family, you mess with me for keeping an eye on Jeannie while she was crawling around the tunnels.
Okay.
Ideal, I must become a leader that others can believe in, for even when she was incapacitated, granting advantage to 2 separate party members.
Which really should never happen. I think there's a reason there's no case in the base rules where anything applies incapacitated without also applying some other condition.
Yeah. Last but not least, flaw no one understands, for scolding Jeannie for using acid on Victor and getting rebuffed.
Okay.
I did do that. Like, can you discuss that with me, Nick? No.
Like, bullshit aside, I think we're all in agreement that, like, that monster makes a lot more sense if it restrains you with that attack rather than incapacitates you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they meant to write, and then they never proofread it. Who knows?
Or they meant to say stunned.
Even stunning seems a bit too powerful for that.
I mean, it's a bullshit book full of bullshit monsters, so...
But in this case, the bullshit worked against you, because getting incapacitated is not as bad as getting restrained in this particular case. So who had the most creative solution to a problem this week?
That was Jeannie for it was for the sanctuary, the use of sanctuary, and I guess tricking Victor into standing there.
And who did the most to further the party's goals?
That was...
Is Victor finding the opening?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the badass?
Edmont for the stunning strikes.
And intangibles.
That was Edmont again for walking forward, getting owned, getting dragged back, and then walking forward and getting and walking forward again. He didn't get owned the second time.
So Edmont again for intangibles.
Right.
And Echon is on the top of the poll. All right. Blips are currently... You guys are level 7, yes? The highest is level 7.
Victor is level 7.
Okay, so blips are worth 366.
Mm-hmm.
Make me use calc.exe.
Edmont, you have 6 and you earned 5. Are you just going to roll all 5 over?
Let's see. I have to do some math here.
Go ahead and math. Eka, you have 3 and earned 4, so you have to roll over at least 1.
Yeah, roll over exactly 1.
So you're going to come in next week with 6.
Yep.
Evie has 6 and earned 3, so you're going to roll over 3.
Yes, and I gained a level.
Okay.
Yay.
Jeannie, you have 3 and earned 5, so you're rolling over at least 2. You're going to come in next
Yeah,
week
that
with
puts
6.
me over a level as well.
I have 3? Okay.
You
Then my
had 3,
notes
so-
are wrong.
Just my overflow and the experience from today's session got me up to the next level.
So Edmund, you're
I'll
coming in
roll
next week with 6.
Yes.
And then Victor, you had 1 and earned 4.
I will take those.
How many am I rolling over again, Berkrud? Sorry.
You had 3 and you earned 5, so you've got to roll over at least 2.
333.
336.
Oh, 336. Okay.
So everybody's coming in next week with 6, except Victor, who's got 5. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Edmont gets tasty things at level 6, I think.
And we had all kind of unanimously agreed that your reputation for this level is slaying the loot guru.
I was actually gonna loop that into what I was gonna say. I was just gonna have mine because I'm taking a level in noble, so I was gonna say Duchess of Darkon. She's become a duchess. She's claimed her territory. She's defended it. So her reputation is she's a duchess.
What is the name
Someone
of
has
your
to
territory?
take one Wicker Ball. I'm sorry.
We actually
That
have
can't be forgotten.
we actually had this discussion. We had the discussion on what the name of the territory is, didn't we?
We did.
I thought we just had the village.
No, it's New Warren,
Oh, right. New Warren. There we go.
and the
Duchess-
village was
that's
yeah,
Duchess of
Silverwood.
Warren.
and then the Silver Bow is the name of the village.
Silver Battle, yep. So 6th level, I don't have to have magic weapons anymore because I can just hit them with key power, and my weapons, my fists count as magical weapons.
Good.
And then also,
Very good.
You should also get a
I
path.
have- yeah, I do. At 6th level, you gain the ability to step from one shadow into another. When you are in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action.
Well, there's never any darkness in our dungeons.
Nope.
No, never, not at all. You can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see that is also dim light or darkness.
So is that,
I guess
is that an
have-
action or a bonus action or what?
That is a bonus action.
So
With no key point cost.
That does not cost key points. So I can just teleport to another square that's in dim light or darkness.
I get something
And then-
similar you're on.
So all dungeons
And then
from now on
my-
take place in the most well-lit dungeons you've ever seen.
Exactly.
You know what?
Fluorescent
with that.
lighting, track lighting all the way.
That's like that's the
Good.
paths make
Yeah.
like defining feature. That's why I'm surprised we
Here's
haven't seen this one before.
Here's the next one though. I have advantage on the first attack I make until the end of that turn.
Gross.
Gross, indeed.
Oh, I can literally nothing personnel kid you and punch you in the back of the head.
I don't actually have my noble notes pulled up. What does Evie get as a level 2 noble?
So at level 2, she gets Word of Command, and she gets Educated Response.
And a second spell slot.
Yeah, and a second spell slot. And her Words of Resolve get a little stronger.
Word of command is command somebody to make a weapon attack or something.
They can make a weapon attack, they can move half their speed, or they can cast a cantrip, I believe.
Okay. We will keep an eye on noble levels if you're going to keep taking them. I planned out nobles up to 20, but I hadn't really thought that. I didn't actually expect anybody to take a second level of noble. I thought everybody was going to take one level and then just go with a regular class. So
Well, because Evie's a tactician, the level 5 noble ability really is appealing to her.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'm saying is we'll keep an eye on it, and if it feels too powerful or not powerful enough, I'm happy to kind of tweak it a little going forward. Everybody else is stuck with the dumb shit they've got. It's printed in the books. I'm going to assume it's play tested. That's why we're putting up with Genie's stupid little spider monster.
It's
But yeah,
not a
I
monster.
also know because you created this class, I kind of thought you might want to see how it performs.
Created is kind of a strong word. I kind of adapted it from 3 or 4 other sources that created a noble class.
You kit bash it together.
I Frankensteined it.
Point of order: it's not a monster; it's an object.
Oh my god, you're grounded. You're grounded.
Yeah. So looking at the class, it feels to me it feels a little like maybe the class features can't be used that often. So if you were only noble and didn't have any other levels in anything, there would be a lot of turns where you wouldn't have any good options because you don't have a lot of spell slots and you don't have a lot of actions.
That's why I didn't put any subclasses in for it, because I knew everybody was going to multi-class. All right. I actually have 3 minutes to spare. We didn't go over tonight. I'm doing better.
You did it.
We are going to be off next week. I have company coming. I had company come in this week, but we partied last night. Next week I have different company coming in, and we're going to party on Sunday night. So I'm taking next week off. Everybody go ahead and I guess you just sit at home all day in the dark, silence, just waiting for D&D to happen again. I assume that's what you all do during the week.
Yeah, we don't have a life outside of this.
When
Yeah.
Brick Road's not on screen, all the other characters should be saying, "Where's Brick Road?"
Thanks for playing, guys. I'll see everybody 2 weeks from now, and we will jump down this big hole.
Later.
Good time.